Welcome back, everyone. This is Nate from Nate's Here and There, coming to you live from here in Sumter. We're back in Sumter, South Carolina, at the Sumter Cemetery. I think it's a huge cemetery. So, thought I'd come out here and we're gonna walk through and see what kind of old graves we can find. Grab a chair, sit back, and enjoy. And also, if you want to donate to the channel, I'll leave my PayPal and my Cash App in the description of this video and in my description of the channel. So let's go. And the first one I come up to is J.B.N. Hammett, 11th Regiment, South Carolina Military, CSA, 1826 to 1862. Thank you for your service. And if you watch any of my videos, you know that at the very end I will do a tribute to all the soldiers, and so stick around for the tribute video. And the next one I'll come up to is Aline H. Wright, 1894 to 1979. William Kennedy Wright, 1897 to 1947. Agnes M. Cocker, 1876 to 1950. And here's the headstone of John Scott Hugeson, MD, was a doctor, 1841 to 1903. The reason I'm kind of talking loud because they're cutting grass over there in the back side. I don't want you to be able to pick that up. You probably can hear it though. And here is Zeta Basican, wife of John T. Green, 1872 to 1934. John Thompson Green, 1867 to 1952. Shirley Carter Green, 1915 to 1936. Here's Mary Bruggen Jones, 1845 to 1938. And Sally Jones, 1864 to 1937. Henry Stacks, 1872 to 1928. Livy A. Stacks, 1871 to 1963. Irene Stacks Flynn, 1910 to 1953. And I don't know what this one is, but he was in the military. Thank you for your service. There's Neil Thornton Brown, 1897 to 1927. Elizabeth Barrett Turner, 1902 to 1992. Wendell Turner, 1906 to 1989. Excuse me. Is Henry Gilbert McClellan, 1871 to 1946. Here is Pauline Barrett McClellan, 1869 to 1945. And here's Annie E. Ham Russell, 1875 to 1959. Arthur F. Russell, 1872 to 1937. And here is Vivian Russell, 1904 to 1973. Here is Leonard White Jenkins, 1861 to 1924. Mary M. Jenkins, 1861 and 1938. And here's Leroy Wilbur Jenkins Sr., 1911 and 1987. Miss Elizabeth Jenkins hasn't passed away yet. Here is Andrew K. Burnhouse, 1867 and 1957. Is Elizabeth Holiday Burnhouse, 1891 to 1977. Now that's a unique name right there, China. Douglas China Sr., 1872 to 1947. Daisy Nash China, 1876 and 1967. And look at this right here. Look at this headstone, how big this thing is. But here's Alfred J. China, 1838 to 1910. Mary H. China, 1842 to 1912. Is Archie China, MD, was a doctor, 1864 to 1924. Now, I can't really read any of them. They're so old and worn. Now, here is Gerald D. Allen, PFO or PFC, U.S. Marine Corps, Korea, 1937 and 1995. Thank you for your service. Here's Richard M. White Sr., U.S. Navy, World War II, 1925 to 2011. Thank you for your service. Here's in loving memory of J. Darby White, 1874 to 1934. Addie White, 1879 to 1913. And this is Maddie Boykin, the wife of Darby White, 1891 to 1935. And here is Franklin L. James, 1887 to 1915. W.T. James, 1875 to 1911. Here's a headstone of Francis G. White, South Carolina Sergeant, U.S. Army, World War II, 1917 to 1974. Thank you for your service. Here's Amy W. White, loving mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother, 1926 to 2006. Thank you for your service. Here's James Carl Harris, South Carolina, Private Company 117 Engineers, World War I, 1896 and 1956. Thank you for your service. Here's Vernon Robert Dixon, 1887 and 1961. There's Francis Melton Dickens, 1893 to 1993. She's 100 years old. And here's William A. Parton, South Carolina 20 Infantry, SCSA, 1833 to 1915. Thank you for your service. Here's Frederick Lee Imperial, U.S. Air Force, Vietnam, 1938, 1986. Thank you for your service. Here's Ernest Hazel Pearson, 1908 and 1927. Sudie Park Pearson, 1875 till 1939. William C. Pearson, 1867 to 1937. David Olin Pearson, 1890 to 1939. Is Harry Lewis Harvin Jr., Master Sergeant, U.S. Army, World War II, 1923 to 2009. He was a Bronze Star in Purple Heart. Thank you for your service. Here's James Black Shan, born in Scotland, Aberdeen, Scotland, 1872, killed by a car in New York City, 1925. Here's John Carlisle Lee, 1851 to 1927. Here's Mary Hancock Lee, 1900 to 1999. There's Algie B. Lee, South Carolina Corporal, Company 322 Infantry, World War I, 1890 to 1953. Thank you for your service. And here's Esther L. Wells, 1858 to 1928. Here's a baby right here. I can't. 1928. It's the only thing I can see. Here's Russell C. Idle, Private U.S. Army, World War II, 1915 to 1979. Thank you for your service. Here's John A. Nettles, 1866 to 1934. Annie Copeland Nettles, 1866 to 1935. Here's Mary R. Ewart, 1878 to 1955. William Harris Ewart, 1884 to 1970. And here's Paul C. Vandergaard, Master Sergeant, U.S. Air Force, Korea, Vietnam, 1934 to 1999. And Ann M. Vandergaard, beloved wife, thank you for your service. And thank you for your service. And here's Gerald L. Boyce, U.S. Army, World War II, 1906 to 1978. Thank you for your service. And here is Viola Greetings Saunders, 1891 to 1964. Nathan Alvin Sanders, 1883 to 1933. Here's George Lawrence DeWitt, 1876 to 1931. Elizabeth Caroline DeWitt, 1881 to 1939. George Lawrence DeWitt Jr., 1914 to 1960. There's Walter H. DeWitt, South Carolina Corporal, Army, Air Force, World War II. I can't tell his birthday, but I see his 1963 when he died. Thank you for your service. Here's Edward Nunnier, 1873 to 1936. Christine Nunnier, 1896 to 1968. Julian Nunnier, 1914 to 1980. Lexi T. Nunnier, 1912 to 1984. Here's a headstone of Sergeant James McCoy, U.S. Army, retired, 1910 to 1986. Thank you for your service. I think that's going to do it for this one. We walked around the Sumter Cemetery here in Sumter, South Carolina. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit your bell to notify you when I upload videos just like this one. And if you want to donate to the channel, I'll leave my Cash App and my PayPal in the description of this video and on my channel description. So be safe. God bless. We'll catch you on the next one. And remember to love God, love others, and reach the world.